Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Could the tight bonds in the hip-hop world be unraveling? R. Kelly from behind bars unleashes explosive claims about other giants like Diddy and Jay-Z. Kelly believes Jay-Z wanted him dead. Yes, you heard that right. Why would he think something so drastic? It all ties back to their past collaborations in a tour that ended in chaos. In the early 2000s, the collaboration between Jay-Z and R. Kelly was supposed to be groundbreaking. They teamed up for 2 albums. Initially, it seemed like a perfect match with both artists at their career peaks, but the situation quickly deteriorated. Jay-Z once likened their partnership to Martin and Malcolm coming together, but just 2 years later, his tone shifted dramatically, hinting at deep-rooted issues when he stated, "Certain things aren't meant to be." The first signs of trouble appeared when allegations against Kelly involving an underage girl surfaced, coinciding with the release of their first album. This scandal caused Jay-Z to distance himself, impacting the album's success. The follow-up album reached #1 but was shadowed by tension and failed to meet expectations. During the recording sessions, the stark differences in their personalities became apparent. Jay-Z's efficient, business-like approach clashed with Kelly's more emotional and spontaneous style, creating a palpable strain that others in the studio couldn't help but notice. Their joint tour, the best of both worlds, was fraught with difficulties from the start. Kelly accused Jay-Z's crew of sabotaging his set, while Jay-Z grew increasingly frustrated with Kelly's tardiness and reluctance to rehearse. The tension reached a boiling point during a performance in St. Louis, leading to Kelly's impromptu departure to work a McDonald's drive-thru mid-tour. The chaos culminated at Madison Square Garden, where Kelly claimed to have seen an armed man, which resulted in him being pepper-sprayed by Tyron Ty Smith, a close associate of Jay-Z. This incident effectively ended the tour and their professional relationship. R. Kelly's been convicted for a bunch of crimes against young black girls, leveraging his fame in the worst ways. Currently, he's serving a 30-year sentence. Amidst all this, Kelly has thrown another curveball, claiming that a documentary which might have influenced his trial was secretly funded by an anonymous benefactor he refers to as Z. Ronnie Bo. He also mentioned some shady happenings during his trial, like juror misconduct. In 1994, R. Kelly did something that turned heads and raised eyebrows. He married the rising R&B star Aaliyah in a secret ceremony. She was just 15 and he was 27. Witnesses later spilled the beans, revealing they wore matching tracksuits and pulled a fast one with a fake ID saying Aaliyah was 18. But why the rush? Well, rumors hinted that Kelly feared Aaliyah might be pregnant. Now, while Jay-Z is living it up with Beyonce and Blue Ivy, Kelly's stuck in a legal quagmire. Brooklyn prosecutors are squeezing his record labels for over $500,000 owed to his victims. But let's rewind it a bit and talk about Aaliyah. Born in 1979, she was a musical prodigy who signed a record deal at just 12. Billboard soon took notice, praising her mix of pop, soul, and hip-hop. Fast forward to 2019, and federal prosecutors had Kelly with charges related to the marriage. They said he bribed an official for a fake ID, despite claiming he didn't know Aaliyah's real age. Tragically, Aaliyah's life ended at 22 in a plane crash in the Bahamas. Investigations revealed an overloaded plane and substances in the pilot's system. After her death, Kelly stayed mostly silent about her, but his troubles weren't going away anytime soon. Tiffany Hawkins brought R. Kelly to court with a heavy list of accusations, sharing the emotional and physical pain she experienced during their 3-year relationship that began when she was merely 15 and he was 24. Initially, she sought a whopping $10 million in damages, but settled for $250,000 in the end. In 1998, another lawsuit surfaced from Tracy Sampson, who was just 17 at the time of her ordeal. She claimed that Kelly coerced her into an inappropriate relationship while she was an intern at Epic Records. Added to the distressing pattern, Patrice Jones also pursued legal action against Kelly, alleging he impregnated her when she was too young to consent. And then there is Montina Woods, who accused him of making some visuals recorded. The legal challenges piled up for Kelly, with 21 counts of creating inappropriate videos featuring young girls and an additional 12 counts for producing these images. However, these charges were eventually dropped. Why? The court couldn't solidify evidence on how old the girls in the videos actually were. There were whispers of a dark and manipulative cult led by Kelly began to surface, suggesting he trapped hundreds of girls. Courageously, victims started breaking their non-disclosure agreements to share their harrowing stories. The surviving R. Kelly documentary, which aired for 6 exhaustive hours, provided a detailed expose of his alleged crimes, shaking the public and the music industry. Just 2 weeks after this documentary aired, Kelly's record label cut ties with him, signaling that his time was up. And then on June 20th, the world learned that Kelly would face 30 years in prison, a sentence that many argue hardly matches the severity of his alleged actions. When U.S. District Judge Anna Donnelly sentenced R. Kelly, she didn't hold back, explicitly stating that Kelly had shown a complete indifference to human suffering, and had even weaponized to manipulate his victims into degrading acts, leaving some with lasting scars, like assault-transmitted diseases. R. Kelly is gearing up for a significant legal battle with none other than Bill Cosby's lawyer by his side. Kelly is not merely fighting for his conviction, he's pushing for an outright reversal. His legal team is raising eyebrows by challenging the involvement of 2 jurors who had seen a documentary about him, asserting that this should have qualified them from serving at his trial. What's driving this aggressive legal strategy? Kelly suspects that an old grudge from Jay-Z, rooted in a $70 million lawsuit, might be the real force behind his current legal predicaments. Moving forward to today, Kelly's legal actions are bold and strategic. He lodged an appeal, claiming his trial was compromised by biased jurors and concealed details about the ages of his partners, transforming the courtroom into a battlefield of intense legal scrutiny. But there is more brewing. Kelly seems set on seeking revenge against some high-profile figures. Feeling abandoned, he's perfectly ready to unveil secrets, even collaborating with federal authorities to potentially lessen his sentence by disclosing information about other celebrities involved in similar misdemeanors. Dame Dash, once Jay-Z's business partner and later Aaliyah's boyfriend, admitted in a podcast that both he and Jay-Z had feelings for Aaliyah, which strained their relationship. Adding to the intrigue, there is an unsettling rumor suggesting that Jay-Z might have influenced events leading to Aaliyah's untimely death to propel Beyoncé's rise to stardom. Although this claim is explosive and unverified, it introduces a dark twist. When the scandal surrounding R. Kelly erupted, many in the music scene distanced themselves from him. However, Jay-Z and Beyoncé remained notably quiet, neither condemning nor endorsing Kelly, which fueled widespread speculation. Yet, this claim faced significant scrutiny, especially after Nas accused Jay-Z in 2002 of being fully aware of Kelly's actions. The spotlight is on Diddy now. Recently, the federal agents have raided his properties in both Los Angeles and Miami, suggesting that his business empire is under intense scrutiny. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Diddy might not be the only high-profile name in trouble. Buzz has it that Jay-Z could be next in line. The word on the street is that if Diddy is going down, he might not go quietly or alone. There's chatter that he could have divulged some significant details about Jay-Z. Now, why is everyone suddenly looking at Jay-Z? It seems he might be more than just a bystander in this drama, but perhaps a mastermind behind some major controversies. Meanwhile, Diddy is navigating through a storm of lawsuits, from allegations of mistreatment to shady business practices. Enter Lil Rod, who's not holding back anything. He's shedding light on some disturbing behaviors, not just involving Diddy but his family too. The drama that once seemed confined to Diddy and Casey is just the surface. As the storm rages, Diddy has reportedly become quite the informant, sharing secrets that could shake up many lives, including Beyoncé's. There is talk that Beyoncé might even consider ending her marriage with Jay-Z to protect herself from the potential fallout. In a recent explosive phone interview from prison with WAC 100, R. Kelly expressed serious doubts about the legitimacy of the assault trafficking allegations against Diddy. Despite facing his own controversies, Kelly suggested that the intense federal scrutiny aimed at Diddy could be part of a wider trend of targeting high-profile figures, advising caution for all celebrities, regardless of the veracity of the charges against them. During the conversation, Kelly remarked on the Homeland Security raids at Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, echoing the sentiment that the feds were provoked not just by Diddy's actions but his ostentatious lifestyle. Kelly's perspective is that the investigations into celebrities might often be more about their public personas than actual justice, warning that anyone could be next. He emphatically stated his disbelief in the charges, hinting at a deeper understanding of what he perceives as a flawed and prejudiced system. How deep do these alleged conspiracies run, and what could this mean for the moguls involved? Sound off in the comments with your thoughts and insights, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.